Hey, Henry here with a Page Pile special. In my previous video on Nintendo Force Magazine number 78, I mentioned the player's poll, but I didn't take the time to answer the questions it presented. So I'm going to do that now. So, question 1. If you have a Switch already, have you used the mouse function of the new Joy-Cons yet? If so, what were your first impressions? Since I don't have a Switch 2, I obviously can't give an actual answer of my impressions of the mouse, but my guess is that I'm not going to use it because I really hate using the Joy-Cons, at least on the Switch. They are far too small for me to hold comfortably in my hands. Maybe if someone eventually creates a third-party controller for the Switch 2 that incorporates the mouse functionality, I'll try that. But based on what I know of the Nintendo Joy-Cons, I don't think I'll be using it. So moving on to question 2, what is a game that uses mouse control that you think should be ported to the Switch, and why would it be a good fit? So my favorite games to play with the mouse tend to be tactical RPGs. So I think I would go with Miasma Chronicles from the Bearded Ladies as the game I would like to see ported. I think mouse controls make precise movement and menu navigation of games like that easier than a controller, so I think something like that would be a good option. I'll also suggest Lemmings as a retro title that likely would be much better played with mouse, so I think that could be a great option to the Nintendo Switch Online as something that could really make use of those mouse controls. And question number 3, who is your favorite mouse character across the whole history of video games? So my immediate answer was Mouser, as pictured here, and that's because Super Mario Bros. 2 is one of my all-time favorite NES games. There really are only a few other options that come to mind. Obviously there's Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and then there's Mappy from Mappy Land, but the only other mouse character that I really think of, at least that immediately comes to mind, is the main character from the game Moss, which I really haven't played. So I think I'm going to stick with Mouser as my option. So those are my answers to the player poll questions. What are yours? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to see my earlier video on Nintendo Force Magazine number 78, the link to the full video can be found below.